Here are a few of the things I want to be explained in the new episode of Star Wars, which is coming in 2017. Between that, the Rogue One is gonna come along next year, and there are some questions that need to be answered in Episode 8. Because there weren't a lot of questions that were answered. There were more questions that were kind of left up in the air. And I would like to see what happens to Kylo Ren. Because what happens to him now? He's probably gonna become more powerful when he gets trained by Snoke. How much more powerful? I expect kind of First Order to kind of come back in a strong way, just like Empire Strikes Back, and how they're gonna come back if Kylo Ren is gonna maybe kill some more of the old gang, or uh, maybe even do something more sinister. So, um, and we also have to learn who Snoke is. We can't expect him just to sit back and follow the same recipe of Palpatine, because uh, Episode 7 was already a New Hope 2.0 in my opinion, switching a few genders and a few plot points, but it's basically the same. And I want them to really mix it up. I also want to know what happens to Finn. Uh, did he really get that badly injured? What's gonna happen there? And I also know that there's gonna be a female protagonist that's been doing a chemistry reading or a chemistry test with John Boyega. So most likely, Ray will be doing her thing with Luke, and John Boyega is gonna deal more with Poe and the Resistance. Uh, so yeah, and I would like to see what Poe's role is gonna be in the new movie. Um, they also need to explain why why the Republic was so important when they blew, I believe it was 4 or 5 planets up where the Senate was. Why was it so important to the Resistance? And what kind of ramifications that's gonna have? And how big of a hit was this to the First Order? Because we know Snoke wasn't there. So where is Snoke? Does he have an even bigger army? And yeah, I would also kind of like to know if Snoke is Darth Plagueis, because that might not be revealed in this one, but in episode 8, but I hope so. We also need to know if Captain Phasma, she probably got off the planet, but she had pretty much just 2 scenes in the beginning and kind of in the third act, and was more of a throwaway character. So I hope she gets a bigger role in the second film of the new trilogy. And I would kind of like to see the ramifications to Leia, because Han Solo was her husband and her love, but I didn't see a lot out of heartbreak or emotion. And what's this it going to mean for her character? And Hux, he pretty much failed, but after the Starkiller base got blown up, well, is he gonna try to redeem himself in some way? And Ray is kind of the biggest character that needs to be explained, because she's she has basically no flaws in the movie, and for some reason she's never flown a ship before, but manages to do it with ease. And I mean, her force powers. Did she just get them right out of the blue? Because that would make no sense at all. Because Luke wasn't even proficient after 2 movies, neither was Anakin, and those were two of the most powerful Jedi's to ever live. I mean, Yoda even trained Luke for several months. The time span is kind of unclear, but he even trained Luke before his encounter with Darth Vader, and that still wasn't enough. Even though Yoda did know he wasn't ready. And well, Ray is just did she have training? Luke's daughter? Did he mind wipe her and did some training to her before he abandoned her on the planet? What really happened? Because that's the biggest question that needs to be answered. Because she she basically owns Kylo Ren at the end of the movie like nothing. I mean, he did some dueling with Finn, but he did discard him in the end. But he shouldn't be a match. Even Finn shouldn't have been a match to Kylo Ren. So those are some of the questions I need to answer. Also, Luke, well, what's happened? What happened with Kylo Ren and his apprentices? Why is he there? What's been happening for the last 30 years? So those questions that need to be answered in the new movie. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.